Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and oh my god, it sounds so good to say that again. My logline, my treasured logline, it's so great. And we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Happy Thursday, everyone. The heat wave that was upon the Pacific Northwest has finally passed, and my god, I'm able to record again. If you guys want like a sneak peek of what it was doing while I was trying to record on my laptop, I'll go ahead and play like 10 seconds of it now. So here you go. So as you can see, it was kind of a jumbled up mess. I tried recording at 60 frames. I'm not 100% sure why my laptop isn't able to handle the Elgato capture card. I know that my laptop is old. It's a MacBook Pro. I think it's like 15 inches. I got it when I was in film school 5 or 6 years ago, I think. And it's just finally starting to show its age. As a matter of fact, I got also like this really cool mouse that I got that came with it, and that finally died on me. Like, I don't usually give credit to Apple, but dang, 5+ years without any hiccups, and the mouse that I got with it finally died. Now, granted, I didn't use it every single day, but that usually doesn't do anything, but I was still very, very, very happy with the use I did get out of it. So with that, I am super ecstatic because, yeah. But for those who don't know, because I haven't been able to post in a long time, I had a heat wave and it lasted a little less than a week. I know that I mentioned it like in the community tab and stuff like that. So yeah, there's all of that. And I wasn't really necessarily able to play. I wasn't really able to play on the online ladder either. Like, I could play on my Switch, but there was no way for me to be able to record without getting quality like that. So I just want to avoid that as much as possible. However, I did make some very impressive notes for the matches that you guys won't be able to see. So let's go over that. So we have a better attack pattern, a weather strat, or like a weather starter. So like getting rid of sun so that we can use Urshifu a little bit better. Taunting not being used as often, not clicking Photograph often enough, so a lot of people not using Trick Room, but when we do have people to use Trick Room, we obviously didn't come across a whole lot of those. Again, my MacBook couldn't do anything higher than 60 frames a second because it kept dropping frames, and then we went down to 30, and it seemed to work after that, but it was still incredibly spotty through most of that recording. We did go 2 and 4, which is not ideal, but there's that. Think about getting taunt for non-pranksters, and we did a test at what the best FPSs to use, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I could do a terror raid with my friends and not have any like hiccups, but as soon as I go onto the online ladder, like, it just kind of melts my computer. I'm not 100% sure why that is, but I'm back. We're gonna continue our climb here using a team that we've had. We did lose a lot of time, so I will look at see how much time we have left for this team. It's probably till next Sunday. No, we'll go until the 17th. Let's see, 16th. So we have 5 more days for this team, and then we'll be switching to another one. So here is the team that I was going to show when I clicked off of it. So we have Tornadus, Zacian, Chi-Yu, because we swapped out of Gouging Fire because it seemed kind of clunky. But he also wasn't able to KO anybody, which is not bad necessarily, but I couldn't theoretically bring him out without having so many people or weaknesses against him, which made it incredibly hard to be able to swap into him as well. So it was really, really tough to bring him in. We're still running with Urshifu, Farigiraf, and Chien-Pao. Now, Chien-Pao could be swapped out to maybe like Ogerpon, or maybe even Garchomp if we need to have something along those lines of being able to withstand a couple of hits. We do have the Stomping Tantrum Dragonclaw build with the Clear Amulet, Protect, and Sword Stance, but it's not going to be the best since we don't have anyone that really redirects or even lowers damage. So maybe a Pokemon like Mousehold or even Ogerpon would be like really good for Garchomp, and then swap it into like a flying type like Rotom in case if I need to like do a couple of hits for ground types and stuff like that. But we're still going with this team. Like I said, I haven't been able to play a lot of the online ladder, and yeah, that's about it. So thank goodness we're back, and we're gonna try and see what we have for our ranked battles for today. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your, like, if you prayed for me, thank you. I was relatively safe. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And let's see how our matches go today, shall we? Okay, so we have Rhydon, Walking Wake, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Tornadus, and Amoonguss. Okay, so this particular matchup, what's going to be the best way that we can douse that side of the team? So Rhydon is going to be very effective against a couple of our types. Pardon me. Mostly Chien-Pao and Tornadus for the most part. They don't have anyone that does Intimidate, so I should be fine to go with like Tornadus and kind of wreck stuff up. So let's go Tornadus. Kind of thinking Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu might be super beneficial. Now, if it's like Walking Wake, we might be in a less tentative position. I just don't want to have Zacian out in front of Rhydon or even Fluttermane for that. Well, I don't think it really matters. It's Chi-Yu that I'm probably more worried about. Let's do Chien-Pao, Chi-Yu, and Zacian. I think that's going to be the best call that I can do. Wow, it feels so weird to be able to play again. Like I tried recording episode 6, and this is technically going to be episode 6. It's going to be like 6.1 or a redo of 6 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But I've tried, and my goodness, it was bad. All right, so it's Tornadus Chien-Pao versus Chi-Yu and Tornadus. So that's dope. Okay, so let's go Taunt. And I kind of want to go for Ice Spinner. Let's Ice Spinner, but we'll go after Tornadus so that if they have Rhydon or Fluttermane, then they won't be able to take that massive bonus. They're probably not going to activate Chi-Yu's stuff, but this is probably a bait to attack into it with Sacred Sword. So I'm going to Terra. Chi-Yu now, or Chien-Pao gets the Terra, a makeover to Ghost. That way I'm not affected by overheat or something like that. There's the Terra. It's probably going to be Chi-Yu. It is. And are you Ghost? You are Ghost as well. Oh, Sacred... Okay, so it wasn't a bait, but they did plan for Sacred Sword. So that's good. Tailwind goes off. Totally fine with that. Tailwind goes on that side. I'm okay with that. Because now I can go Ice Spinner right into Tornadus. Knocks it out. Now, what do you do, little Chi-Yu? Heat Wave. That's a double, so it must be Spect? Might be Spect. Could have also canceled that by Sucker Punching, because that would have been 2 times weak. But that's okay. We're going to be in like the same speed tiers. But the two that I lost is actually even worse than what they lost, so. Rhydon comes in next. It's going to bring out the Sun. It's definitely going to boost up Chi-Yu's attacks. Okay. So let's Dark Pulse. And I'll Play Rough. We both did Tailwind at the same time, so I'm hoping that 50-50 right here is different. But we could be literally 50-50. So this is gonna be very interesting. Play rough. When Koraidon knocks it out, one hit KO. Let's go. Come on, Chi-Yu, do the Dark Pulse. Oh, yes, I go first. Another one hit KO. Let's go. Oh, now I don't know if that was the 50-50 coin flip or if that was me being faster. I have no idea. Out comes Fluttermane, though. Now it's going to get the boost to 307, which is really, really bad. Honestly. But I negate whatever Fluttermane does, so I was going to say, like, I negate a lot of what Fluttermane does already, so I'm not hurting as much. And we ended 15-16, so now we're going to be 16-16. That's dope. And we're going to be up a little bit further in the ladder, so that's cool. Okay, so we have Shadow Rider, Clefairy, Urshifu, Farigiraf, Cornerstone Ogerpon, and Tornadus. This is a very interesting pick. So I do have a couple of options here, but there's no real way for me to stop their Tornadus unless I stop their Tailwind and hope for the best for everything else. So what's going to be the best option here? Hold up, someone yelling? No, but I'm going to keep one ear out now because I'm going to listen to that heavily now. Anyway, I'm going to do Tornadus. So I do need to be able to outspeed. Let's go Urshifu so we can put a lot of pressure on their side of the field immediately. Chi and Pow so that I can counter Calyrex and Zacian to kind of finish it off. I don't hear anything now, so I think I should be fine. All right, Tornadus and Urshifu versus Cornerstone and Tornadus. So we're gonna go ahead and do Tailwind on our side. Terra Surgeon Strikes into Cornerstone. Now they could stop me, but I still outspeed regardless. And with Urshifu being out on the first, we are looking pretty solid, if you ask me. Depending on how they do their thing, Tailwind goes off. Okay, Tailwind goes off from there, so we're matching speed tiers, which isn't great because if well, we outspeed Shadow Rider, but there's one for Ogerpon, two for Ogerpon. Yep, he's gone. Since we know what mask he's wearing, he can't have any other items, which means he's done. So Sturdy's can't be procced, none of that. So probably would have lived if we didn't Terra, but since we did, we're actually looking pretty good. I don't know what that is. It's Shadow Rider. So this is going to be very interesting because I can go Bleakwind Storm and just go Surgeon Strikes into Shadow Rider because they can't stop me with Urshifu, and I outspeed it by 1 point. Cap speed for Calyrex Shadow Rider is 222. That's timid and 252 in speed. Can't go any higher. Like, the only time that it will outspeed Urshifu is that it uses Scarf itself, which then would take its speed to 333. That would be insane. But here comes Surgeon Strikes over to the Calyrex. That's, oh no, same like Ogerpon. It's down in 3 turns. It's like maybe it could save itself if it ate a berry right there, but it's done so. I don't want to alarm everybody, but I think we're gonna hit Master Ball. Liquid Storm. That's half. A little more than half. That's a lot. And Urshifu avoids it. Dope. So I must have like gotten the high roll on that one. Who's your last Pokemon? Is it Clefairy? Is it Urshifu? Could be Urshifu. Can't read that. It's Clefairy. Okay. We'll go ahead and just Bleakwind Storm. And I will just, why not? Surgeon strikes on Clefairy. Never mind. Battle's canceled. So 17, 16. And wow, one. Wow. That was a clean sweep on my part. That was dope. Super excited about that. And I'm just going to let this play out because what happens after this is the one thing we've all been waiting for. But here it goes. Master Ball's here, and we're automatically in the top 10K. Top 10K. Look at that. 6,400. We are starting at 6,424. Let's see where we end at, shall we? Okay, so we have Pelipper, Chien-Pao, Zamazenta, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Iron Moth. Interesting assortment of Pokemon. They don't really have anyone that can outspeed me per se. I could walk in. Oh, interesting. Let's do Tornadus, Chi-Yu, Chien-Pao, and Zacian. I believe this is going to be the best 4 that I've got. I don't think they'll activate Trick Room, but they could. I could be stuck against Iron Moth and maybe Rillaboom. Maybe. It's going to be really, really, really questionable. Zamazenta, Incineroar. Okay. So that's the Crown form, which is okay. Dauntless Shield. Intimidate goes off, which I don't really care for. So let's go ahead and Tailwind, Terra, Heat Wave. This Fake Out's gonna go over to Chi-Yu, so I don't really care. But they also planned for that and go, okay, so we're gonna knock off instead. But I also negate whatever Zamazenta could do. So let's see what happens from here. Terra, Chi-Yu. So Zamazenta still outspeeds us. I don't think it's gonna be 220. I think it's like 218. Fake Out to Chi-Yu does not go over. Tailwind. Here comes Heat Wave from the Specs. That's almost a one-hit KO from the Zamazenta. Decent amount of damage. Heavy Slam over on the Tornado is just not enough to get the KO. Let's do that and another Heat Wave. Let's go. Let's just apply pressure. Zamazenta's gonna protect. That's a good call. Because otherwise you're going to get wiped off the map here. Liquid Storm misses. Please hit Incineroar. And it does. Let's go. That's a considerable amount of damage. Here comes Heat Wave now. Crocking the Citrus Berry. Okay. Heat Wave misses Zamazenta. Please hit Incineroar. It does. Okay. Knock off. Chi-Yu goes down. Let's go ahead and bring out Zacian. Give myself an attack boost. Let's go ahead and do Bleak Wind Storm again. And I'm going to Sacred Sword into Zamazenta. It protected last time, so it can't protect this time. Sacred Sword, Zamazenta goes down. Now, we were preparing for a possibility of either a switch-in or maybe Bleak Wind Storm missing, which they don't. Double knockout. So 1 for 2, I'm okay with that trade. So we already hit our goal of hitting top 10K. So I'm super excited about that. You guys have no idea. We have Pelipper and... Ooh, shiny Pelipper. Let's go. And we have... Iron Moth. Booster Energy activates on Iron Moth, making its special attack heightened. Now, Bleak Wind Storms are now 100%, so Oh, no, we won't. We won't do that. Instead, we will taunt. And I'm going to protect. I'm taunting Pelipper so that Wide Guard doesn't go off, because right now Wide Guard would be perfect to counter. Yep, there it is. It would counter Tornadus specifically. So we're going to turn that off. No more stuff for you. You can only attack. And Fiery Dance goes over to the Protect. Okay. My Tailwind's gone. I don't really think that matters. We'll go ahead and do the Bleak Wind Storm. And I'm going to play rough. Yeah, let's play rough into the Pelipper. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Do a little bit of damage to the Rocky Helmet, so we knew what the item was. Shouldn't say we knew, but now we know what it is. Pelipper goes down, so it can't attack now. But we do outspeed Iron Moth. Fiery Dance goes over to Tornadus. Yep, okay. Stopping Tailwind, which isn't too bad. But going after Zacian probably would have been their best bet, because now I can go in with Chien Pao. Since that item was booster energy, we know that it can use something else. So let's go ahead and Sacred Sword. And I'll go ahead and Behemoth Blade. Well, let's Sucker Punch so we do at least a little bit of damage. And Behemoth Blade to kind of tie it off. Never mind, battle's canceled. I know I was super quiet there. I was writing a bunch of stuff down, like hit goal, hit 10k. We're filing in it, and we got 3 wins in a row. 3 more fights, but we got 3 of them in a row. So let's move on. Okay, so we've got Fluttermane, Incineroar, Tornadus, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Calyrex Shadow Rider. So in this particular matchup, it would be beneficial for us to kind of do what we did last time, because they potentially only have one person to set the weather if they have enough turns too. So we could walk in with like Tornadus and maybe Chi-Yu to kind of put them off guard, or we can go with Tornadus, Chien Pao. But I think the best action that I have, we'll go in with Tornadus, Chi-Yu, Urshifu, and Zacian. We'll leave Chien Pao and Fergraph in the back. Now we're doing that because even though they have 2 people that can potentially do Fake Out, we can go through that with Chi-Yu, potentially, right? We could also just put a lot of pressure and have Urshifu, but okay, they have theirs. That was a possibility of an opening that we could have as well. The thing is, we may be kind of in trouble at this point. Let's do Tailwind. Yeah, let's free switch in Urshifu. Because Chi-Yu's not going to survive 3 hits from Urshifu. Chi-Yu's a glass cannon like Chien Pao is. So he's not going to do a whole lot, but we'll get off Tailwind. We'll do the Tailwind swap. Now Urshifu is going to Surgeon Strikes into Urshifu, which isn't going to do that much damage. Crit hits, let's go. So let's go ahead and do the Bleak Wind Storm. I'm going to Terra. Yes, and I'm going to go straight into Tornadus. Withdrew Urshifu. So here comes Incineroar. Yep, there he is. This is going to do Fake Out next turn. So depending on how this turn goes, we could swap out Urshifu for someone else and just take some extra unneeded damage from Fake Out. Surgeon Strikes into Tornadus. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, it fainted. Bleak Storm hits. Incineroar. No speed drop. Out comes Calyrex. Okay. Bleak Storm, and I'll swap to Chi-Yu. We're swapping so that I can possibly lower down their speed since we both share speed tiers. And I know Fake Out's going to come out. Fake Out has to come out, so obviously Calyrex is going to do, like, it's going to get its attack off. I can't prevent that. Astral Barrage. And that's what I was hoping for. Chi-Yu to be able to survive. It's not going to be able to outspeed Calyrex. But now I can go into Incineroar or even Calyrex and be able to knock them out. Especially with its Life Orb. We are golden on that. Now we don't have the -1, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. So the obvious play is to go after Calyrex. That's obvious. But if I don't, my Pokemon get knocked out. But I'm going to go after Incineroar. And I'm going to Dark Pulse into Calyrex. Oh, I guessed wrong. Dang it. That's okay. Terra. Probably going to go to Calyrex. Not probably, it has to. Water. Ooh, maybe I didn't guess wrong. I mean, Calyrex is still going to attack first. But, like, well, before Chi-Yu, right? I can't stop that. 1, 2, 3. So it takes it down to half. Astral Barrage. He's going to get a double. And unfortunately, this is going to be our first loss. Now, I'm saying it's our first loss because we lose both and they get a +3. But Calyrex is faster than Zacian. So, not a whole lot that I could do. But our Tailwinds are gone. So that's dope. But that's still a +3 Life Orb set. Zacian, or Shadow Rider. So we're good. We don't have to continue this fight. Plus they have Urshifu on that side of the field, which is going to, like, they're attacking before I do. I can't stop it. So it is what it is, but it's a nice attempt on our part. Okay, so Koraidon, Raging Bolt, Grimmsnarl, Clefairy, Volcarona, and Fluttermane. This is an assortment of Pokemon. Pretty good assortment if you ask me. The things that I have problems with, realistically, I do have a strong way of dealing with Clefairy and Grimmsnarl. I just don't like the fact that I have two potential people that want to do... Well, I shouldn't say two, but Grimmsnarl can put status effects on me. So if I'm not careful, I'm not going to be doing very well. What I could do is Chimpao, Tornadus, Zacian. I'm kind of thinking of bringing Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu's not going to fall for Thunderclap. Urshifu could. And if Urshifu falls from Thunderclap, I'm really bad. Yeah, I'm going to go with Chi-Yu. We'll probably get stomped by either Volcarona or Fluttermane in terms of, like, Chi-Yu, but it's the best option that I have. I will definitely outspeed everything on that side of the field outside of Fluttermane. So that's cool. Okay, we have Raging Bolt and Grimmsnarl. So here's the plan. We're going to Terra. I mean, he still has Fake Out. Terra. And let's do Taunt. Not Taunt, I mean Tailwind. And I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna protect on Chien Pao. We're gonna make it so that Grimmsnarl doesn't really do like a ton. Now he does have Spirit Break, which will do a ton of damage to Chien Pao, but at least this way I'm not affected by Thunderclap. I'm not gonna get hit by anything that Grimmsnarl can do outside of, you know, Spirit Break. No Fake Out. That's good. Does Reflect instead. And Volt Switch. You gonna bring out Koraidon or someone else? It would make sense, but now I outspeed, so it's probably Fluttermane. Nope, it's Koraidon. Set the weather. Okay. Let's do Bleakwind Storm, and I'll go ahead and use... Let's swap to Zacian. Bleakwind Storm, and I'll just do Ice Spinner to Grimmsnarl. I think Koraidon's gonna protect here. Here comes the Terra. Probably Koraidon, so that Ice Spinner does no damage. There's that Fire. Yep, so it's also going to negate the damage that Bleakwind Storm could also do. Ice Spinner goes first because Grimmsnarl can't do anything priority-like. It doesn't do Light Screen. Interesting. Bleakwind Storm misses someone, but will still hit the Grimmsnarl, so it misses the Koraidon. Collision Course. This goes to Chien Pao. Super effective. Gets knocked out. Unfortunate. Spirit Break goes over to Tornadus, which is going to knock it out. That's super effective. Zacian and Chiyu. Now I outspeed, so I shouldn't have anything to worry about here. But now I get to do a ton of damage because, you know, stuff. Okay, we're going to calculate how many Tailwind turns I have left. 2. So I should be able to at least knock out one, if not both of these Pokemon. So let's first start this off by let's Behemoth Blade, Grimmsnarl, and actually Sacred Sword and Dark Pulse. This is terrible. Light Screen comes up. If it protects... No, it doesn't protect. It would have gone first. Sacred Sword. That's not a lot. I mean, Reflect. But here comes that. Get the flinch. Nope. Okay. Zacian's gone. I tried. The Light Screen at the end there did help quite a bit. But that recoil, that was a lot. That was a lot. And yeah, we'll just... Should have probably targeted into Grimmsnarl, but not enough. So this one's also a loss. I mean, it's totally fine. I did outspeed Grimmsnarl, but I wasn't going to outspeed... Pop. I wasn't gonna outspeed a Rhydon next turn. So we are out of here. So we did get swept there too. So one of my notes that I have is better Pokemon placement. So what that means is bringing in 4s. For that particular team, we were kind of lacking in 2 different categories. And I'll bring that up closer to the end because I will need to look at this team again and go, okay, what was I lacking? What could I have done a little bit better to be able to counter that? Okay, so we've got Tornadus, Fluttermane, Urshifu, Terapagos, Rillaboom, and Chi-Yu. This is majority special attackers, only 2 physical ones. So let's do Tornadus and Urshifu just to kind of get us off on a good start. Zacian and then Chien-Pao. We won't worry about Chi-Yu on my side or Ferograph. Sorry, got the hiccups. We won't worry about those because I think that those are going to be like worse picks for us against this team. I think. Sorry, I dropped my notepad in my pen. I tend to do that when I'm like I have my desk clear of stuff, but I'm always knocking stuff over too. So it kind of bugs me. I also think I need to get like a wider desk, like horizontal. I need to get more of a girthier horizontal desk. Width wise, I think I'm fine. I just would like it just a little bit more thicker. Just a little bit more thicker. Just because like I would love to have everything like set out the way that it's supposed to be. So thicker, please. Just thick. Okay, Chi-Yu Tornadus versus Urshifu and Tornadus. So we're instantly gonna go after that Chi-Yu. I don't care what Terra it is. We're gonna knock it out because that's gonna put a lot of pressure onto us, especially with Terapagos coming on the field. Now, Terapagos' ability, Terra Shell, I think it goes for all 3 of the attacks of Urshifu. So please let me know down in the comments down below if that's the case. If it is, that's kind of interesting. If it's not, though, it's also kind of interesting. Tailwind. So we trade Tailwinds. I'm okay with that. Psychic, so that's Scarfed. That's a Scarfed Chi-Yu right there. Otherwise, it doesn't outspeed me at all. And that's a 1-hit KO. But not bad for the Psychic choice. That's a very interesting pick. Super interesting pick. So what's your next pick? We might go 4-2 in this one. If we play our cards right, we might be 4-2 in this one. Do the exact opposite of what happened in episode, like the unofficial episode 6. Like I said, it was really, really bad. Super bad. Like when I dropped frames, I went from 60 on the Elgato, from 60 to 22 until I made it down to where it didn't allow 60, and then it went down to 30. And 30 seemed to play extremely well, as far as I can tell, but I was really, really unsure of why. Okay, so let's taunt Terapagos. I'm going to Surgeon Strikes the Tornadus. Taunt that little thing so it can't do its Calm Mind stuff. Scary Face drops the speed of Urshifu 2 stages. That's okay, because after Tornadus leaves the field, we're switching. So unless this is Rocky Helmet, that's 1. No Rocky Helmet. 2. This probably will not get the KO. It will not, but we're switching. Meteor Beam. Okay, so this is a power herb set. This is probably going to go over to Tornadus. So just miss. Oh, Urshifu. Oh, you went after Urshifu. Interesting. Swap to Zacian now. Because their Tornadus is in range to get knocked out, will ding Terapagos' shield, and because we know that it was Power Herb, we now no longer have to worry about it. But they can't stop either. So hit both. It hits both. Tornadus goes down. And Terapagos can't do Calm Minds. It is taunted. So it has to do Meteor Beam or Terra Starstorm, which it does the Starstorm. Goes right into Tornadus. Gets the KO because of the +1. Reintroduce Urshifu. So now it's Fluttermane and Terapagos versus Urshifu, which we're going to go into that slot, and I'm going to go into that slot. Terra goes over to Terapagos. Yes. Okay. Will it survive close combat? It did get hit. It does not. Super effective. Now, Boost Energy did not activate on the Fluttermane. It could still be sashed. We haven't seen that, unless that was Tornadus. I'm not 100% sure. But Behemoth Blade, right over to Fluttermane. There's the sash. Okay. So now we know that it's sashed. It will most likely have Protect. Dazzling Gleam kicks in. Does nothing to Zacian because it's a boss. Urshifu goes down, which is totally fine. We took down their big baddie a little bit before. Oh no, Tailwind's gone. Oh no, your Tailwind's gone. Here, let me just bring out the other big baddie who says no to a lot of stuff. Hi. So I'm just gonna Sucker Punch and Behemoth Blade. So game's over. And we won. 1918, 4-2. That's, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play Pokemon after being gone for, what, a week? I haven't been able to play because it's been so hot. I am so happy to be back. Ah, yeah, let's go. I swear, today, it's been a while since I've been back. I just want to swear. Because I'm so excited. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to break the chastity. I probably already have, but I'm not going to tell you when and where. But yeah, I probably already have, but I'm not. I'm just excited. 4-2, let's go. Okay, so I looked back in the footage and I saw that match that we were going to question, right? Where it came in, open up with the Grimmsnarl and Raging Bolt, and then the Volt switch from the Raging Bolt into Koraidon. There wasn't a whole lot that I could really do in that particular match. It seemed like I had a very uphill battle. After the Terra Fire, I didn't really have a good way to counter because I didn't have anyone to do ground type damage, and I didn't really have anyone to really take fire type damage or flying type or fighting type damage. Pretty much, I had brought in all the Pokemon that would not do me well at all, and I also believe that Terra Darking Tornadus was the worst decision in that match. So the reason why we lost is because I made the wrong Terra choice, and I brought in the wrong Pokemon. I think in that particular matchup, we should have brought in Qian Pao or we brought in or Urshifu. Either one of those two would have been fine. I know that we always tend to leave Fergraph at home, but only because we don't really have to worry about Prankster, or at least not Prankster. Prankster, but like people with priority moves, but we didn't really have to worry about that like at all. Their particular matchup, or at least their setup, is probably like the strongest one against my team, and I don't really have a way to really deal with that without like maybe switching Trick Rooms or like doing Trick Room, but I don't think that would have mattered anyway. So yeah, that was a really tough match. especially when I don't really have a counter outside of, like, if I could force their Terra, it would have been best, but I didn't force it, so can't really do anything about that. Otherwise, we went 4-2, ending at 6,322. Number of battles is 37. It's not going to really matter too much because I did miss 6 battles. But we do have 19 wins and 18 losses. So finally, Master Ball, Season 20. We got 5 days left for this team. And then we're moving on to, I think we're going to go to Shadow Rider Calyrex because I do have one. So I'm excited and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's get over to the outro and roll that out because I don't really have anything else. Yeah, I don't have anything else, so let's move on to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Poke fans alike, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you want to show your appreciation of what you guys thought about the battles or the video itself, please do me a favor by hitting the like button if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, leave a comment down below, because not only do I reply to any and all comments, but it also helps the interactions with the videos do better. So if you guys want to help me like get my content out there and be seen by loads of people, doing any of the things that I just listed before will definitely help out with that. If you're a new viewer of mine, you'll notice quite quickly that I record all of my matches, wins or losses, using a team that I built from scratch in hopes to not only learn how to play Pokemon competitive VGC better myself, learn different rules that they do update throughout the game and they don't really tell anyone, so you kind of have to figure it out yourself, and to help others learn and maybe inspire those that want to play. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you nail it, you'll be totally able to do this, not a problem, right? It's just like riding a bike. Once you learn a few basics, you'll be able to profit from this a lot more and actually have fun with it and not get so mad, because I know I get a little mad about it, but if you can come out and just, continue to test yourself, push yourself and learn, you'll be so much better in the end. If you're a returning viewer, then why not hit the subscribe button? It's completely free. It helps out the channel and the videos as well. And you guys can click on the notification bell over on the right and be notified when I upload next. I do plan on uploading every single day this month, and there's a few occasions on when I'm not going to. The heat wave that I just recently had where I couldn't upload for like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, that would be one. If I have to wake up early for a meeting, business, or anything like that, because YouTube's like a completely different thing, then I wouldn't be able to record for that. If I have to go to work early for a meeting, or I have to do overtime for the full-time job, any of those reasons was going to take away from me being able to record. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why? Well, I work swing shift, so I do record these at nights when you guys are in bed and or waking up. And by the time you guys see this video, I am already asleep. So that is why. And if I do not decide to upload for the day, I'll let you guys know on the YouTube community tab. You'll be notified there first. Now, I do have other ways that you can get in contact with me that's in the description, but most of the time I do communicate through the community tab first, and everything else will trickle down, because I think that since you guys are all here on the YouTube channel, here's gonna where you get it the best, the first, and the most, and then everyone else can kind of understand after that. So, but otherwise, uploading every single day, showing my matches. We're doing at least 6, possibly less, depending on how the time goes, but most of the time 6. And yeah, that's it. So I want to thank you guys for watching one more time. Happy Thursday. Stay hydrated, stay cool. That was just me like a few days ago, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So I'll see you then. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care and have a good one. Peace.